Hi, welcome to Hospitality Live with Rupesh. Each week, we feature an industry leader that will share the latest trends and the best strategies to help you grow. Now, welcome your host, Rupesh Patel.
What's up, everybody? You bring Glenn on. What's up, Glenn?
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing out there?
Guys, we're broadcasting live from the Hunter Conference in ATL. Glenn, welcome to the show.
Hey, man, it's so great to see you. So, yeah, I'm going to try to look in the camera, even though Roop is right over there, which is kind of fun. But this is great. I love that we're doing this together. I love that I'm going to get to do my show at 12 from over here. But it is so much fun, dude. We're at a conference.
Listen, first time in a year and a half that we're at a conference, and we're doing this, not virtually, like face to face. I get to see you. High five, Glenn.
Hey, I know. It's weird. Face to face, but not quite.
So, guys,
faces adjacent.
This is episode 89, and we're live from the Hunter Conference. Like, we've had an amazing past 3 days, and I can't believe how many people are actually at the conference in person. Just a couple of weeks ago, it was like, are people going to show up? Or is everybody afraid? And with the news going on with more contractions and stuff, we're like, we don't know what's going to happen. So actually, a lot of people showed up, over 1,260, I think that's what the number was.
That's amazing.
And, we continue growing. So, guys, please comment. Let us know where you're watching from. And I don't know I don't know who's online because I can't see the live viewers. But, guys, welcome to the show. Today we have Glenn Hausman. And, Glenn, tell us what you do.
I mostly complain about things.
Glenn does complain a lot, and he complained all morning because we almost didn't have the show.
Hey, listen, you really have to work hard to make sure that all the technology is in place for these things. These are complicated, putting these shows together. But if you really want to know what I do, I'm really just an observer of trends in the hospitality industry. I'm a keynote speaker. I'm an author. And, of course, host of No Vacancy Live Monday through Thursdays, Friday Night Audit, Friday nights at 5. Lots of other great content, too, all about how passionate we are about this incredible business, Rupesh.
Glenn, you're all over the place. I think you're going to be at every convention. And, guys, there are other conventions happening this year. So please join us as we do. I think there's at least four that are on the books.
I'm going to be at Alice in July. I'm going to be at AHOA in August. I'm going to be at the Lodging Conference in September. I'm going to be at NYU in November. And it's just amazing to be getting back out on the road and doing what we love to do. First conference since March 2020. Holy shit.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of people blogging in. Guys, comment and let us know where you're watching from. So we have Texas in the house, Jacksonville in the house, ATL's in the house. We have Brazil. Sweet. Somebody from Brazil is watching, which is awesome. And guys, thank you. Good morning. Good morning to all of you. This is the last day of the Hunter Conference, and we've learned a lot. I've connected with a lot of different people, amazing people that keep the industry going. And this past year, it was difficult for all of us to.
Was it? Did I miss something?
Well, you missed a lot, Glenn. But
sorry, I just was in a drug-induced coma since March of 2020. They just woke me up.
Well, listen, we have a great show today. Today we have Chris Green on. He's the president and CEO of Chesapeake Hospitality. We have David Pepper on. He's a chief development officer at Choice Hotels International, and we have Del Ross, our buddy Del.
I'll tell you what. I feel like David's cheating on me because he's going to be on my show at noon.
David's just doing the rounds,
I know. Hey, listen, if I was in his position, I would do exactly the same thing.
Absolutely. And guys, we also have Sarah Dandashy's on. She's going to come on with the Hospitality Minute. Sarah's on. Woohoo! Sarah. And guys, it feels a little weird because I rarely do a live show like outside of my studio. So it's a little weird.
Yeah,
but
look at that.
There you go. Let's see. All right. So pull up my notes. All right. So this episode is brought to you by smartguests.com. And I always do this every week. Somebody put in www.smartguests.com in the comments. So it can be clickable, Glenn. With over 4,500 customers nationwide, smartguests.com helps your hotel improve its operations, customer service, marketing, guest service scores. And by the way, we have 50 tools that can help you improve your operations and make more money.
That's much better than 47 tools.
50, it's over 50. So Thank you so much to smartguests.com. And Glenn, I already messed it up. I was supposed to throw up the banner. There you go. Smartguests.com.
I'm putting you off your game there, Rupe. There's a whole lot of stimulus going on for you, bro.
We are thrown off. But all right. So every week I talk about a mindset, and this week's mindset is very simple. Like, we're at a networking event. Like, we can't grow ourselves by ourselves, right? It's always somebody else that's going to help you. When you have an issue and we all go through challenges, it's always great when you have a network of people that you can reach out to. And that's my mindset this week as we are here at the Hunter Conference, that, listen, I don't know everything about hospitality. I don't know everything about a lot of things, right? But I do reach out to my friends, my connections, people on LinkedIn, you guys that are watching, and then that keeps me going. And I love that we can all do that. So Glenn, it's all about networking.
No, it is all about networking, but you do know a lot about keeping it sexy. So that's really a good thing about you, Rupesh. But yeah, that was the best. Being at home, almost in conference exile for the last year has been very, very difficult. But it's great to be back here. It's great to be talking to people again and having real in-person experiences. I mean, the world, everyone was trying to say, hey, we're never going to go back to that. I always say BS, that's not going to happen. This show is evidence that human nature will prevail, and we're going to be getting back to it.
Absolutely. So, Glenn, every week I have, actually, you know what? I have a surprise for you. Amy, we had somebody come on yesterday, a buddy of ours, Amy Montgomery, and she is here. I think, come on over.
Amy, you might recognize Amy from Friday Night Audit, an incredible performance she turned in just a few weeks ago.
French kiss martini, right?
Yeah.
Which I had.
Best drink ever.
Well, Amy's like, can I get Glenn's book? And by the way, please tout it.
Yeah, sure. So I helped write this book. You can't see my name there, but you see my name there. Ooh, look how beautiful that is in print. The adapters, we talked to gutsy genius thinkers over this past year about adaptation, innovation, all the changes that you need to make in order to be smart and be successful in the future. After all, we're entering the fourth age now, past the industrial age. We're in the digital age. We're in a new age, and you need to think differently. This book provides the tools. It's got great QR codes in here for extended interviews, scribble zones, all sorts of a lot of other great crap. Find the adapters at Amazon.com and the adapters.net. Woo! Was that good, Rube?
Listen,
okay.
and we
I don't need to read the book now.
I know. Glenn is,
I don't really care.
Glenn is so famous. We need his autograph. Glenn, I'm gonna have to get an autograph book for you too.
Okay.
This is the first autograph I think I've ever done in my entire life. It feels awkward and weird, really weird.
So proud of you.
So should I write to Amy? How does this work?
To Amy, whatever you want to
All
say.
right. Now everyone's gonna have to see how horrific my print is.
Let's see.
You are the best in the world, and there's nobody like you out there. And
All right, nobody likes you.
Glenn, you write like a girl.
I write like a doctor. Thank you very much.
He's a doctor.
actually, you do. That's but I'm just absolutely
So
thrilled.
seriously,
It's fantastic.
after I sign this, just take it over to CVS and they'll fill the prescription.
Oh,
look
wow.
at that horrible signature.
That is awesome.
But it's mine. Wow, that feels really freaking cool. Thank you, Amy.
That is so awesome.
All right, now the
Guys.
book is worth half as much.
Okay, thank
Glenn,
you.
I need a copy.
Love what you do. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
Well,
Amy.
go to the adapters.net or Amazon.com. Thank you, Amy.
Absolutely.
That was really special. I appreciate you.
I am
Thank
going to
you.
grab my copy. And guess who's on? Guess who's on next?
I don't know. Who?
Sarah Dandashy. Hang
No
on.
way.
Hi, I'm Sarah Dandashy from Ask a Concierge. Every week, I'll be sharing the latest hospitality and travel news and updates in a segment we like to call Hospitality Minutes.
What's up, Sarah?
Good morning, guys. This is crazy. We're all on the road doing this live. I feel like I'm like practically at the event with you guys. This is amazing.
It really is. It's so special to be doing something again in public.
Yeah, right? Go figure.
Sarah, you're not in LA right now. Where are you?
No, I'm really close to you guys. I'm actually in Dallas. So I'm in Dallas. I've been here shooting, filming some stuff. And, but yeah, coming to you live from my hotel room. Go figure. How apropos.
It looks great. And I like the that you either have a double or you made the bed before coming on the show.
She made the bed. I almost guarantee it.
I made the bed.
Wait, how did you leave your room? How'd you check out of your room today?
Oh, it's abysmal.
Towels all over the place, the hangover. Sarah, what's going on in hospitality?
All right, cool. Well, couple of great things that are happening, and I think it's kind of exciting. Loved hearing about this, what's going on in Greece. They are actually doing these sky domes. I love hearing about what hotels are doing, and basically they've got this new thing called Santorini Sky, which is a boutique luxury resort featuring 8 private villas, and they're giving travelers a chance to see Santorini like never before. So the Sky Dome is, you guessed it, it's a clear dome that provides stunning views of the island, located at the top of Santorini's highest point, and it's 2,000 feet above sea level. It's got a solar lighting system. It's pretty amazing. And I mean, the whole thing about it is that it gives people this idea or this feeling of having this socially distanced luxury vacation, which is still very much what's going on in the rest of the world. But love what they've been doing with this Sky Dome. It's amazing. You should totally check it out if you are going to be going to Greece. All right. Other interesting things that hotels are doing. The Hoxton Hotel, you might be familiar with them, really famous boutique hotel chain. They are actually creating camper vans. So last year, if you might have remembered, they basically created this sort of like Camp Hoxton or Camp Hawks is what they did. And now this year is that they've kind of gone a bit beyond that, and they've done these camper vans, and they've created the Hoxton experience outside of four walls. And it's cool because they're playing around with kind of creating that hotel Hoxton experience, but on four wheels. Love what they're doing with that. And they've also curated trips. So they're recommending people to make journeys with these camper vans. So it's not just an actual camper van, but there's an actual route to go in it. And the vans include radios, toiletries, bikes, foods, drink, everything. And the camper van experience starts at $1,200 a night for two people. So pretty cool. Actually, $1,200 for the whole time. So interesting stuff. Final little things here before I let you guys get back to the conference. Anticipated that 37 million Americans will travel over Memorial Day in 2021. Now, this is a huge jump. This is actually 60% higher than last year. And it's really an indicator that overall travel this summer is on track to bounce back significantly. So traditionally, as we all know, Memorial Day weekend has been viewed as the kickoff to summer vacation season. And it's looking like it's going to be that way as well, too. Now, keep in mind, as many people are flying, there are still a lot of people doing road trips. So about 90% of vacationers are planning road trips. So that is still definitely the key for the summer. And then final, I love this. We're keeping on with the whole hotel theme. Go figure. This donut themed hotel called Sweet in North Carolina comes with a donut concierge. So Duck Donuts has partnered with Sanderling Resort to give guests a donut-themed room. I don't know about you guys, but donuts are awesome. And they're doing this kind of just in time for National Donut Day. The room is decked out with donut-themed bedding, pillows, wallpaper, artwork, all of that. And then the cool thing is, being a concierge, is that you actually have your own private donut concierge that you can order donuts with. And then their rates start at $5.99 a night, and they're doing it from May 28th through the end of June 30th. So if you are into donuts and you are near or going to North Carolina, you should definitely check it out. So that is it for today's Hospitality Minute.
All right. Thank you for that incredible news. Donuts, man. I love donuts so much.
Right?
Donut. All right. So, Glenn, what's your favorite donut?
Well, I tell you, I don't know what my favorite donut is. That's why I need some really important advice to walk me through the process of donut choosing. Because what if I choose the wrong one? You can't go back. I don't want to make that kind of a mistake. That's why, Sarah, I need a donut concierge.
You do need a donut concierge.
I like that.
I do. I got to get out of my habit of having that maple bacon one at Duck Donuts. I need to try something new. I need a concierge to push my donut eating boundaries.
Listen, I am done with salted caramels, anything. I don't know about you guys. That's me. But Sarah, it's always a pleasure having you on. Where can people find you?
You guys can find me all over social media at Ask a Concierge or head to my website, askaconcierge.tv. So thank you guys. Continue to have fun. Love living vicariously through you as you're there networking in person. It's so
and the best part is living vicariously through us. You don't have to have our hangovers. So good for you.
This is true. This is true.
No, listen, in the future, in the next couple months, we all need to get together and do like this big show. Glenn, are you down?
Yeah, that'd be great, man. That'd be awesome. We could do a big 2-hour extended show,
Yes.
Hours. We could label it Sarah's, and we could do No Vacancy Live, the whole deal.
Somebody hit the like button if you guys want that to happen this year, and we will make it happen.
Yes.
Sarah, it's always a pleasure. I will see you on next week.
Cool. See you guys next week. Have fun.
I enjoy work. Bye.
Oh, I think I cut her off.
Look, I do that all the time, dude. And then Anthony yells at me, so it's a pleasure not to be yelled at for that today.
So listen, people are commenting. Yes, they would love to have her on. Guys, give Sarah a shout out right now in the comments. Sarah's awesome. She's doing her thing, and I love that she just keeps it going, right?
Well, yeah, you think Sarah's awesome, but Micah Hill, he's even more awesome because he's suggesting Pop-Tarts as the next concierge. Now, that I could get behind, my friend.
I like that. Well, let's. I think we're on a tight schedule today because you got to go, and we got some great guests coming up. All right, so our first guest is my buddy Del Ross, and he is with. And look, we have.
It looks like the whole.
Come on in, Del.
Del, did you have to pay your team extra for the applause?
Yes, exactly.
Welcome, Del. Del Ross, tell us what you do.
So I'm the Chief Revenue Officer for Hotel Effectiveness, and we are work with a lot of hotels, over 5,000 hotels, and managing labor costs. Yeah, I just gotta remember where to look. You know, it's so these are people around me. It's so weird.
I know that you really want to look at me, but try not to.
Always.
Mostly with disgust. Let's just be clear.
Actually, I'm used to seeing you on a screen, so
it's
easier this way.
This is the first time I've seen you guys in person in 14, 15 plus months, and you're absolutely right, Del. Really weird, man.
It's great though. I love it. It's really, really nice.
Del, what's happening? I know you have some strong numbers that you see, hotels coming back, and we see it in Florida. Like the market's picked up, and some areas in Florida are way beyond 19 numbers, which is amazing, right? Now we're waiting for the rest of the country. You have that data. Please share some data with us where you guys see it every single day. When hotels closed last year, you saw that, it was a big drop, and now you see things opening back up. Give us some insights.
So great news is that more hotels now are running above break even than they have. We're actually up till, I think, over almost 90% of hotels are above break even, which is fantastic, of the open hotels. And that was down to like 20% a year ago. So that's really good. Occupancy, obviously, we all talked about the occupancy surge. But with that, we've traded problems. This time last year, we're just trying to keep the lights on. If we could, that was obviously a really positive thing. Now we're trying to staff, and the staffing crisis is all you're hearing at the conference this week. It's been a constant turn. This is reflected in a lot of things that are pretty alarming. Wage rates are through the roof. We just published an analysis of wage rates, and across the board, line level positions have skyrocketed. Just looking at room attendants, right, the most numerous position in our industry, rates are up consistently 4% over last April in hourly wages for room attendants. And the reason that's particularly remarkable is last April, the only room attendants left working were the most seasoned, most experienced people making the highest wage. So we're actually paying more than the highest paid people that were doing that job a year ago. And this is all stemming from new higher wage rates, which are up 20% for room attendants in the last 30 days. It's staggering. And that's pushing the veteran wage rates up. It's pushing manager wage rates up. So wages are really creating a crisis. There is a wasted hour of labor right now is a crime. And this is the message we preach. The other thing that people have to watch for is the hours per occupied room. It's been artificially depressed through the COVID era because we eliminated the stay over clean.
Sounds a lot like my life.
We'll just let that sit for a minute.
While Del recovers, some people are asking about the masks. They have clear health pass here. We've all been double vaccinated. We all decided it's okay for us to interact with each other in this close fashion. We've all got our masks right here, so don't worry about that. And we're, of course, at the Atlanta Marriott Marquis.
Yep. Yes. And actually, people have been extraordinarily respectful of that. I think that's really important. It's also important for the staff here. Got to give a quick shout out to the staff of the Atlanta Marriott Marquis. They have been phenomenal. These are folks, some of them came back to work for this event, and they've been great, showing up my hometown in a great way. I'm digging that. So
absolutely. They were so appreciative of, they brought back 100 associates this week as this hotel came back and opened up.
Right. I'll tell you guys, anecdotally speaking, I've been talking to everybody. They are so happy to be back at work. They are really feeling like things are going. I was talking to the AV guys yesterday because I hosted a panel. They're like, thank God we're working again. So it's so great, so much positive energy in every area of what's going on here.
Right. And along with that, labor is going to be the biggest issue this summer as we get, as hotels open up. And, now a lot of our Northeast properties are opening up with, a higher number than last year as far as occupancy. Now, how do you support those? I know a lot of hotels that are closed, or at least have a section of their hotel closed because they can't clean those rooms.
it's a big deal, right? So the challenge we've got is we can't get staff, and we have to, even if we pay high rates, we can't get them. And then they're still burning out really fast. Before COVID, the biggest crisis in staffing was turnover, right? Turnover rates for housekeepers alone was over 100% a year. It was ridiculous. Yeah. And that was, you could fault onboarding with that. We would throw people to the wolves to say, we're too busy, go start cleaning rooms. And then 3 weeks later, they'd quit. Well, we're actually at risk of doing that again. We're paying record rates to these folks, but we're saying, we're so behind, go clean rooms. And they're going to leave because these are not hotel people that are passionate about our business yet. We haven't got them into the mission. We're just desperate and we're throwing money at them and assuming they'll stay. They won't. And this is a big problem. So we actually, as we struggle to find people, we need to also invest in onboarding and helping people understand the mission of the hotel and why we're here and this very valuable service that hotels provide. Right. This is critical. At the same time, we better make sure we know exactly how many hours we need and are staffing appropriately and adjusting our staffing dynamically because, even though we're seeing a lot of pickup right now, occupancy is volatile. It's jumping up and down. You can't use yesterday or last week as a predictor of tomorrow, and you really need to have a staffing model that accommodates.
Absolutely. Well, Del, I appreciate this. I mean, I think we're going to have a conversation maybe later on in the year or maybe through the summer where we see what's going on in labor and bring you back onto the show and do a full show. I love Del. Del is supported. And by the way, shout out to Hotel Effectiveness, hoteleffectiveness.com. They hosted my event this past week and it was awesome. Del, thank you so much. It was so much fun. Thank you to all the people that showed up because there was a lot of people that showed up and it was amazing. It was fun to actually see these people that, we've been following on social media. And now we see them in person. It was amazing. Thank you so much for all your support this past year. And we're going to support you as we all get back into the groove.
The two of you have actually kept everybody's spirits up, keeping it real, but also letting everybody know what's happening and where the bright lights were throughout the year. So thank you for
absolutely.
that.
Appreciate it.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right, absolutely.
All right, so up next, Glenn, who do we have?
Oh, this is going to be weird. Usually,
this guy?
Usually, this gentleman makes his appearances on my show, No Vacancy Live, which I do with Anthony Melchiori. The one, the incredible, the amazing,
there
Mr. Chris Green, Chesapeake Hospitality. Guys, just give me 1 second. Start off the chat.
What's up?
How are you?
Good.
Good to be on. Thank
we
you.
finally first met at this conference, right?
So great.
Is it weird?
A little weird. I'm just happy to meet you. I'm happy to be here with you, talk about our business, and be back live.
Yep. And
sorry about that, guys.
If you can speak right into this, we can hear you. There you go. Yeah.
Hello.
And what do you guys do at Chesapeake Hospitality as far as folks that maybe not? What do you guys do? And then I'm gonna ask you a really hard question.
So Chesapeake's a third-party management company. We manage hotels up and down the East Coast. Just a little over 30 hotels, and we've been doing it for over 65 years. Company's focused on culture. Great people, great results, and really good relationships with our ownership groups.
Right, and right now, what are you seeing as the biggest factor for going into summer as your hotels pick back up and you're trying to keep guests happy? What is the biggest issue that you're going to deal with this summer?
Well, I know Del talked about labor, and so I don't want to belabor that point, but frankly,
I wish I had my. Oh, wait.
frankly, Rupesh, it has so much to do with the guest satisfaction. People are wanting to travel, as we see here, 1,200 attendees at the Hunter Conference. But meeting the guests' demands and their expectations while we're struggling with staffing and also trying to get ourselves ramped back up after the longest pause in our industry's history is going to be extremely difficult. So as an operator, that's what we're focusing on is taking care of our people, taking care of our guests, and being ready for the demand that we know is coming.
Is it getting any easier, Chris? Because when I had you on the show a couple of weeks ago, you were the first one to really bring to my attention that you could sell rooms, but you couldn't sell rooms because you couldn't flip them. Are you feeling any relief at this point, or are you still in the trenches dealing with it?
So we've had some good success. We've been really aggressive on strategies on bringing people back and also doing some things to entice new people into the industry, Glenn. And what we've seen is right now we're at about 68% of our 2019 staffing, where if you looked at AHLA's stats, everybody else is around 53. So we are a little bit ahead, and I think that has a lot to do with our culture and how we care for our people. But also we've stayed ahead of the wage curve. So there's some end in sight, but it's not all the way. I mean, 68% is not nearly enough to handle the demand that's coming in.
Yeah. Well, so weird to have that particular problem. I can't get over it.
It is weird.
It's so weird.
It is weird.
Yeah. And as we all continue growing, like how do you keep yourself going?
That's a hard one.
What happened this past year that you just you said, listen, I'm not gonna my team needs me. You're the leader at your company. How did you keep yourself going? Because I know what I did, and it was difficult for me. And it was difficult for a lot of us. So what did you do to keep yourself going? Did you have a mentor?
So I have mentors and I have some great peers, some other companies that I'm sure you've talked to, that they're CEOs of other companies that we talked a lot, because it's not easy to look in the mirror every day and say, I got to get up and do this, and nothing good is happening. Right. And you see your team struggling, and they're going through not only personal hardship, but professional hardship. Their husband or wife, or maybe they experienced loss. It was just a really difficult time. So I can only do what my dad told me to do. I got up every morning, I put one foot in front of the other, and I thought about positive outcomes, right? We believe in looking at the outcome over the horizon at Chesapeake and not just what's right in front of us. That's the only way I can stay sane. But I will tell you, the past 2 days here, 3 days, has been very life-giving to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was amazing to see 1,200 people in one spot, and all hotel hospitality people, because we all went through the same thing, Glenn. And it was difficult, and you could see it in everybody's eyes that we want this face-to-face interaction.
Right. The energy, the word would be palpable. I felt it permeating every cell in my body. How incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you, and then I'm sure we're gonna have you back on the show, and let's just stay continued. Are you going to be going to the other conferences this year?
Absolutely. I'm booked at all of them.
Nice.
I can't wait. Here's my ending statement. We're back.
We are back. Where can people find you?
ChesapeakeHospitality.com.
Exactly.
Or at all the shows. Come see us.
Right.
Guys, please connect with them on LinkedIn, and we'll catch up.
Well, hold on 1 second. Let me just say something about the importance of networking. Chris and I have really gotten to know each other over a few years, and we've got a great relationship going. And that's because we go to these conferences all the time. I actually met you here for the first time 4 or 5 years ago, or so.
7.
7? Oh, yeah, I should have known, right? But it's just amazing that we got out there and we've created a great relationship with each other. He's on our show all of the time on No Vacancy Live, and it's all because we get out there, we try to make things happen, and we do business by being face to face. So I'm looking forward to not only getting to see you on the road, but creating lots of new relationships as we go forward.
It's great to see you, Glenn.
Yeah,
appreciate both of you, what you do. Thank you so much.
Yep. We'll catch up, and safe travels home.
Yep, take care.
All right, so Glenn.
Yes.
It's the last day of the conference, and we're almost done. I think you have a few more minutes, and I have a few more minutes. We're waiting on David Pepper to show up, and I think he'll be on in a minute. But as we talked about hospitality and development and all these new brands that are coming up and all the initiatives that are happening within the industry, what have you learned at this conference that you're going to take back and say, listen, I can share this across the industry, and saying, we're ready to go? Well,
firstly, I learned that I look awfully pale and sickly this morning. I don't think I'm used to being on the road so much. But mostly, I will tell you, I learned that hope is here. It's not on the horizon. It's not anything that we have to conjure up in our imagination. It is real. It is happening now. And every single person here that I've seen is absolutely incredible and motivated to be successful. Hey, David. Good to see you.
All right, so up next, we have the pleasure of having the Chief Development Officer for Choice Hotels International. Welcome.
So a quick plug. David's going to be on Live with Anthony and I at noon, and I'm going to have to be leaving in a couple of minutes for a new business meeting. But, dude, it's so great to see you, man.
Are you ever hungover?
Listen, I will tell you something. I was such a good boy on this trip and really counted my alcohol intake because I was afraid of not being able to do this right now.
No, it's great.
Plus, I get a little cuckoo for Cocoa.
Everybody you see around here, they're exhausted. They're so happy seeing everybody.
Everybody's out of shape, David. They don't know how to do a
I think
conference anymore.
Everybody's know how to drink.
Yeah,
listen, it's not COVID drinking, but it's
my suit didn't fit. Did anybody else have that problem? Like, you're like, oh my god.
I saw a couple people put on the COVID-19, but it was all right.
Yeah.
Well, we're excited to have you on the show. What is going at Choice, and what's exciting for you that's coming up this year?
Look, it's first of all, great to see you guys. I think it's fantastic. We're all back. We're all kind of seeing each other, saying hello, no, look, things are good at Choice. We're we just announced earnings 2 days ago. Look, we're down 4% RevPAR in the first quarter versus 2019.
Yeah, that is so unbelievable.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
So it really tells you mid-scale and below is really performing well. Demand is back. Business travel is coming back in that market, and extended stay really proved its worth during the pandemic. It's our extended stay brands are already over in RevPAR versus 2019.
Yep,
So outperforming. So
good for you.
Listen, I have a choice property in Daytona Beach, and we're above 19 numbers right now for the last month and a half now, and it's
wow.
I feel like we're going to see that as summer opens up. But what are your biggest challenges at Choice right now that that you've went through the last 9, 10 months, 12 months?
Well, look, we've really gained RevPAR index versus all the industry, and the big goal for us now is to maintain that. We've really proven our worth. We've shown we've got demand. And so we're really focused on trying to keep that going. The other thing for us, too, is trying to keep this total cost of ownership down. Look, it got really expensive for owners before this pandemic to operate their hotels. And we're truly focused on trying to get those levels down, that cost. So, look, there's a pandemic. Nobody was serving breakfast. Saved a lot of money. For owners,
we did.
Right? Yeah. And so, look, when I first started in the hotel business, it was the continental breakfast was a muffin, a muffin and coffee.
Right.
Now it's 30 items.
Right.
It is.
Right. And so, is there a way that we can keep that breakfast down and still maintain guest satisfaction?
Sure.
But let's get the cost down for the owners.
Right. I'm sure we're going to talk about this a little bit more in depth later. But Dave, the first thing that strikes me is giving guests what they really need as opposed to what they think they really want.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. And, do they really need 30 items?
Right.
Right.
No.
And do you need the nice glassware?
I just need this right here.
For those that are watching or listening, what is one thing that you love to have when you're at a Choice property or a property like this where that you just go to? Is it coffee? Is it the donut, or is it some quick pick me up tea? I appreciate that we did reduce our breakfast costs this past year, and what's the plan moving forward as people consider Choice as an option for a conversion or a new build?
Well, again, I think we've shown we've got the demand. The reservation system is working. The loyalty program is working. During this pandemic, we didn't cut where the places where they were to drive business for owners. Look, we had to do the layoffs. We had to do the furloughs, but we didn't cut our global sales group. Right? We still want to drive room nights, and we stole share. And so that's what we're focused on, is to really drive revenue to the owners and prove our worth.
Right. Sure. David, I'll disagree with you on one thing. You didn't steal share. You took advantage of the opportunity and you earned it.
Yes, I appreciate that.
I like that.
And by the way, all I need is this. Right? So,
well, I'm excited that I see, there's new stuff happening at Choice. And are you allowed to reveal anything that's happening as far as upcoming?
Hey, guys, it's after 10 and I got to go to a new business meeting. So let me run. I will see you right back here at noon. So all of you out there, more conversation with David, Anthony Melchiori, 12 o'clock, my LinkedIn live feed, Anthony's LinkedIn feed, No Vacancy on Facebook, YouTube. Find us wherever you choose. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, Rupesh.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I'll see you in a couple hours.
By the way, he doesn't need caffeine.
He doesn't. He's like,
I do not.
he was born this way. Glenn, I appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right,
see you in Lady Gaga. See you guys at 12.
Glenn is awesome. All right, so
yeah, we're a lot of new things, right? First, we just came out with our new comfort prototype.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Which is really great looking. I got to tell you, we're really looking a lot smarter than we are, because we were doing this before the pandemic, and we created this indoor-outdoor space with the lobby, where now everybody wants an outdoor space. We were very fortunate we actually put that in. Took away a little bit of the community tables, things like that, and create that space. But we really focused, number one, on what was the return on investment we were shooting for the owner. That was number one. Then we said, okay, with that and with our predictive RevPAR, what does that need to cost? And that's how we developed our prototype, was to ensure that we had a good return on investment for our owners. And it's a beautiful prototype. It's less than $100,000 a key to build. It really looks great.
So I was talking to Pete last night. I said, hey, you guys have the luxury brand. You guys have a top tier brand. You have the Ascend collection and the Cambria. What are you excited about that as the property numbers continue growing?
Yeah. So you saw we've already hit 200 Ascends just recently. A lot of interest right now. Look, a lot of people are hurting in the urban locations. Those convention center gateway locations. There's not a lot of conventions going on yet. Hopefully it'll be more like this.
Yes.
We still don't have the international travel. And so they're looking for help. And so there's a lot of interest in those independent boutique hotels and we've shown that we can really deliver the leisure guest, which that's the big demand right now. And business travel as well. But obviously we lean a little bit more towards leisure.
Sure.
So a lot of interest in Ascend. The brand's growing, doing great.
Awesome. Well, it's a pleasure having you on the show, guys.
Thanks.
Please, where can people find you guys and your team?
Choice. What is our website, Marcia? Oh, I know choicehotels.com. Choice Development one.
What's the development website?
choicehotelsdevelopment.com. Please look for us.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Right,
Enjoy the rest of, I think we have like 3 hours or a few hours left.
That's great.
Safe trip home.
That's nice to see everybody.
Yeah. Thank
Take
you.
care.
Yeah. Guys, all right. So Glenn's off and he's off doing a few meetings, and this has been amazing. I've had a great time here, spending it with people that I haven't seen in years, and we're going to do this again. So people that are watching, would you consider a convention this year? And I think that's a question that we all, as we feel safe, would you see yourself attending a convention? And would you do it this year? So hit the comments and let me know. And let me see if I can pull up some notes now. All right, so next week, guys, this is a short show, but the next week I have Jim Alderman with the CEO of Radisson on, so I'm super excited about that. I'm leaving today to go back home. I love seeing all of you guys in the comments. I've seen some of you guys actually attend this conference. Super excited to see all of you guys. Guys, we're excited that this industry is back, and for a lot of us, weddings are coming back, meetings are coming back, conferences are coming back. So I'm so excited that we can all see each other and really connect, because at the end of the day, I talked to a lot of people and they were saying we can't close deals. I mean, this is a hotel investment conference, and they were saying we like closing deals face to face, right? And that's how business is done. Do you guys agree that things should happen as far as the face to face interaction when you're dealing with business? And I think that's important, and that's a kind of we're alluding to that as hotels that are trying to open up back for conventions, or people even thinking about having conventions. I think it's a mindset that we all kind of get back in as long as you feel safe. And that's the thing. And this convention here, the Hunter Conference, was amazing. They kept everybody safe with a clear application of the process that they went through. So every day we got checked for our health and our temperature and some of those things that kept people safe. A lot of social distancing. Guys, it was amazing. I'm so happy that we could broadcast live. Thank you so much. Guys, comment if you liked this show, and if you would love, we talked about this, if you would love to have a audience, do a live audience here, and then maybe the next few months, 6 months, I think that'd be pretty cool. Maybe at the next convention, which would be awesome. Guys, thank you so much. I will see you on next week. And how you can support me, and let me pull this up. You can go to Rupesh, rupesh.co, and enter your name there, and go to the website, enter your name at the bottom, and subscribe to my list, and you'll get notifications anytime I do a new show or have a new event that we just did 2 nights ago. It was amazing. You'll be a part of this community, and guys, thank you so much. Please take care of yourself, and I will see you next week. Bye.